Greetings over the diaspora. For those that don't speak the languages that we speak, welcome back. Stoners United, Current Conscious, Black Current Conscious, Woke Gang, Anti-Woke, Knowledge Seekers, Knowledge Collectors, Chakra Hands, Terracotta Gangs, Tawaza Koko Gang, Makosi Gang, all healers in your different perspectives and fraternities. Welcome back, as long as we are all here in love and light. Thank you so much for the love that we have been receiving so far. Thank you. For those who are new here, please do like, please do subscribe, please do comment. Please feel at home if this is content you resonate with or this is something that you'd like to learn from. If you're just browsing around, that is totally okay too. And for my current subscribers, Galebocha so much. I see we are growing steadily, so Galebocha, I really appreciate you guys on every episode, Galebocha. And for my regulars, thank you so much. I also had a very interesting comment on the closing of Asa video where Little was saying how them as farmers baberekisa the cycles of the moon, and that is correct. Actually, for those who are in farming, they definitely know Horbona. They need to be on the lunar calendar because there's certain times when something is planted or whenever it is. So if you can educate us going forward. Yeah, we don't know when we're gonna meet him in person, but thank you so much for that enlightenment. Yeah, so we're basically talking about how why do we say the lunar calendar? Why do we say that the month is 23, right? And then I explained what because we are only purely focusing on the solar calendar, which is a bit more consistent, but actually April is a new month. Remember when I said, I think was the August month where we had like 2 full moons, and Basoto actually New Year by Kalaka in August, and I said, yeah, probably when I think the 16 or something, right? And a new life was showing in nature. So to get like an accurate depiction of the actual time, we would have to look into the lunar calendar, the solar calendar, as well as the stellar calendar, and a combination of all of those, because that's how our ancients, Nabasna, this rigid way of how we do things. So remember, I always repeat how we only, we get these certain dates because to get some sort of consistency, because the Kamile is a system, you know, where it's so obsessed with the order and the consistency, but nature doesn't operate like how we wanted to operate, you know. Ekaba this month ekakalaka di 16, the other month ekalaka di 20, depending on the lunar cycles, depending on yeah, a whole lot of things. So thank you so much, King, for that. I was really excited to learn yeah, for you to comment on that actually, but I'd really like to learn more because Linda, I guess, so be clear what gets planted when, what. But my woman, because she grew up in the villages, she knows what no avocado, and then also has access to these wild fruits. So that was like, yeah, my level of respect for her also went a bit higher, you know, not that I was disrespecting her before that. But anyway, let's get into today's episode. Happy New Month. Dua Het-Heru, Dua Inter-Heru, Dua Komohadi Tawela. Welcome to a new month. We are in the season of Het-Heru, my absolute favorite. So maybe every time give the advice of a partner, what, maybe I'm speaking to myself, right? But this is the season ya Het-Heru, and this is the season where I did mention those who managed to catch like my longer episodes of the podcast Go Moya, where I was explaining what, you know, this is the season where unions happen. It's like give vibe, you know, and you would see like if you observe corporate right now, the Christmas Christmas decorations go up now, you know, and it's just that more Africa, actually down here in the southern hemisphere, that we also go by that cycle, yeah, the west or the north, the northern hemisphere, where it's not in alignment with us, you know, but because we live in a commercial system where money talks, and wink wink, I can't wait to say my name. But anyway, so let us get into, so I'm just going to do a short little one, hopefully, Yeah, I always hope for a short little one and it's never that. But yeah, so I just want us to introduce our season and you guys maybe live ready, collect your stuff that you would need. So our season, yeah, Het-Heru begins on the 23rd of October up until the 23rd of November. So for those who are on the old zodiac or the zodiac that's flipped around for us, so remember Yarona works in an opposite manner. So right now we are in the season, the Aries season. What is after the Aries season? The Taurus season. So we're actually in the Taurus season and not the, what are we supposed to be in? What's after Virgo? Yeah, so we're not in that season, right? So if you're knowing yourself as is it Scorpio? Are you guys Scorpios? Yes, you guys are Scorpios, yes. So if you knew yourself as a Scorpio, actually, if you're born here in the southern hemisphere, which I just remembered now. Queen Lerato, I still owe you an answer. I definitely do. But yeah, let me make this project here this week, and then hopefully by next week I'll have your answer, right? But for those who are born and residing down here in the southern hemisphere, we just came back now from introducing our new year, the first season. This is the second season of the year, which is Het-Heru, kasi Soto ki Mamunonta, kasi Zulu. What was Het-Heru again in Zulu? I will find the term when we do our next episode on Het-Heru. But for today, I just was it Nkomo? Was it Nkomo Gazi? Was it Nkomo Gazi? I think it is Nkomo Gazi because also she's described as the celestial cow. So just going to do a quick one for the things that align us with the season, yeah, Het-Heru. So Het-Heru, the word itself means the house of Heru. And when you go into text itself, so Het-Heru is part of the Dendera triad. So in the Dendera triad, there's Heru, so there's Ihi, so the sun is a baby. So the sun, Rahmasedi is a baby. So there's Ihi, there is Heru, which is our principal ascension, Yanga Heru into adult Heru. And then there's Het-Heru, the house of Heru, the house that houses Heru, right? So that is that triangle, triad, the triangle forming of that energy. But in that energy itself, so this energy is the one that is responsible for conception, for fertilization. So if we take it back to nature, I get okay, new life and whatnot. So now, fertilizer, right? So the things that align us with the principle. So the color of the season, so I mentioned the date, 23rd of October up until the 23rd of November. And then the color of the season is turquoise. So turquoise is like a blend or shades of blue-green, right? So this would be still turquoise. This would still be turquoise. So the stone thing is a turquoise stone. I know you can't see it from there. I'll do maybe an outside episode at a hand level, and then you'll see. So it's a turquoise stone. So these were one of my first stones besides my pink quartz, the rose quartz, the pink stone, the rose quartz. So this one was gifted to me. So somebody who works with energies was like, I feel like I need to give you this. So this was, so this is one of my oldest ones. And then the color thing, turquoise, so you can use your turquoise candles. Also drape yourself in that. Then there's also another stone I have, which is a bit more greenish than it is blue, but that is our turquoise color. And then the scent, yatengi, mimosa, the incense. No, incense is, the incense is mimosa. The scent is mimosa. The incense is myrrh. So those who come from a biblical point of view. So I have mine. I got these from the Ethiopians. So they have, it smells really, really divine. So we have myrrh. But you can buy the incense box thing as well if you can't find these stones, but these smell super amazing. So give myrrh. The biblical one. So you know that the three wise men and stuff. Also, that is also a plagiarized story. But I remember in the gifts they would bring myrrh. Myrrh. Yeah, those three people who are guided by the stars, right? Which shows, which I hope, like eventually, those who are here and are still very religious, you manage to expand your faculties in a way where the symbolism of that story, you can draw it back here. How we always talking about how the stars darona, how the ancients, our ancients, direct ancients, this was like guiding system. Our King Little mentioned how hore bona ba tsamaisa ke ngwedi le naledi in their farming industry, you know. So I hope you can like bring all that knowledge that was indoctrinated, and it can be a nice flowing thing for you, you know, and be able to marry those concepts that you're taught there. And so I think for me, as much as I was at a point where I was so mad at that part of my life, but I'm actually quite grateful, you know, because it also helps me also balance some concepts and also marry them into new information, and it makes processing new information easier, right? So this is one of the gifts that the 3 wise men who went to go see baby Heru, baby Jesus. Yeah, so I have that. And then then the animals that are associated with the season, the bull or the cow, celestial cow, and then also the cobra. So Het-Heru also would be referred to, we'll do when we go into another episode deeper, but I just want us also to touch a little bit on it. Oh, and then the tree thing is a tamarisk tree. So it's one of these ancient trees, also part of the acacia family as well. But yeah, these are the things, you don't have to go buy a tree if you are lucky enough to have the tree. So you don't buy home somewhere on your shrine or in your car, wherever you travel. So these are the things that help you to resonate better with the season in Ayarona. Right, and then Het-Heru. Yeah, so I'm so excited about the season. I think we're gonna have a lot of episodes based on the African calendar, guys, season in and Koyona. But yeah, those are the things that I like now. But I wanted to mention quickly a little one. So there's a word that they would describe it with as well. Mamita, the golden one. But I'm gonna do this in a separate episode to the deities that are also associated with Het-Heru. So so your perfect person, like Gogo Witumelo, the one from Leather Empire was here, was saying her perfect match is Anpu, right? Remember, we're not closing asa Anpu ibile product is actually the child of Set le Neptet, right? But there could be a possibility which Usetuba Bijaz la Payana, and it's actually the child of Asa le Neptet, right? But also denoting how Het-Heru herself is so closely related to Heru, right? Heru being also baby Ra, baby God, right? Baby Asa, like Asa who has not ascended. Yeah, so in the Lion King, the Simba to that. So the perfect partner. But there's also a Het-Heru. Yeah, now we batalabo Heru. Because I think that would make sense, right? Heru, if you're housing me, right? It does make a little bit of sense. So maybe Het-Heru banale like a plethora of partners to choose from, but for higher resonance and for those who have always associated themselves as the Scorpio, actually you're Taurus and then the Tauruses. But remember, this is a dual energy, so you're always gonna look into that principle and also your principle. Besides looking holistically at the zodiac, at the 12 houses of the zodiac. So that is the little intro to our Het-Heru season. Happy unioning. So you'll see a lot of weddings also happening at this time. A lot of people bapobanka this time. I think I will share my Het-Heru obsession story, and maybe we can make it an episode. Maybe I'll do that as an intro. So easing into the season and why it got me so excited season. So if you want also the ones from other energy houses, if you want your perfect partner and union, and so energy at the season is supporting the unity, the union, the partner looking, other people call it flirty season, and you can feel already the festivities and the festiveness in the air. And yes, I'll see you guys on the next episode where we go deeper into the principle ya rona ya Het-Heru, which is the house of Heru. Duwa mamononza, duwa Het-Heru, duwa ngomo, guys. I will correct this when I find the term again. I'm so glad though that my Goonies are escaping and my Swiss is kicking in a little bit, but I will correct it on the next episode. Happy new season, happy fertilization, happy giving life and conceiving all those concepts, inseminating those concepts and bringing them to life. Happy Het-Heru season. Let us go and thrive, and I hope it is kind to you. Because there's also going to be, we're going to mention the wine element guy on a season of Het-Heru. I think you guys can see how excited I am, right? Thank you so much. Please do like, please do subscribe, please do comment, please do share. please, let us spread this knowledge, but also just take it with a pinch of salt. Those also who want to educate us some more, please, you are more than welcome. Leave the comments. Those who want to also come and educate us in person and want to be with me, record it in person, please do come. Thank you to my gobs. And also, the gogos who have offered that, it's not get ready for any podcast, get ready for any channel, for anything. I am ready. So thank you so much. Anke Ma'at and happy